How are y'all doing? I hope everyone's doing well. Today I'm going to bring you a review of the Trijicon RCR and why I'm sending it back. To be honest, when this thing came out, I was looking all forward to the new Trijicon lineup. One was the Trijicon RMR HD, and the other one was the enclosed optic, the RMR, or correction, the Trijicon RCR. My first optic was the Aimpoint Acro, and I'd use this time to time. I really, I don't have a P2, but it's the same size as the P2, just the P2 is a lot more, it looks a lot more cooler, bigger battery life, better switches. And yeah, I'm going to compare it to a lot of different, lot enclosed optics because it still runs really well. I've used it in classes, I've used it on duty, and I wanted to try other things. That's the only reason I haven't got a P2. But I'm going to tell you right now, save your money. One of the reasons why I got the RMR, one of the reasons I got the RCR was because it was $600, it was $650, plus you got a $100 rebate. And I was kind of like, that's kind of cool. I'm not going to lie when I sit there and say I wouldn't mind doing that. So with the $100 rebate, I was kind of like, I'm kind of basically saving $100. So I went ahead and got it. And I'm not going to lie to you when I sit there and say when I got it, I was excited for it. Again, when these two products were announced and took forever to get on market, I was excited about them. I was kind of like, I like the way that the RCR looks compared to the Acro. One of the cool features is this right here. It's how you install it. It's really easy. Once you get started, you just put the screws in, and I'll roll some footage in there. And you just kind of start twisting it down, and you use this little deal right here, and you just kind of right here, and you kind of just, it almost like you bend it. Again, it's not, it's really clever how they did this. I really think that it's really clever. It feels really solid, and it's not going anywhere. The buttons are really nice. They're very easy to control. You have up and down, and it works really, really well. The battery is really easy to access. I tried to get the battery out, and it scrapes up a lot, scrapes really easily. And then that's about all I could really say about this. Oh, about this. There is a pro and con, and that this is actually, like, I don't know if it's one powered, but it's literally magnified. Now rolling some footage with that, but I don't know if that's a pro or con. I really don't know. It could be a pro because you can look through it and you can see the target a lot more close up. It's not like really a big deal. I mean, when I sit there and say it's magnified, it's not like it's maybe one powered, but that's about it. I've had this on almost since, I had this on my firearms literally since, like, when did I get this? Since the last week of August. And every time I look through it, it's this small window. You have this huge glass right here, this huge window, and it just seems like it kind of just narrows down to this small window. Why? Why is this window here this small? There's a lot of material they could have taken away, and they could have just made it like right as big as this. I would have been happy with that. This really makes it hard to see the dot when you're shooting. I haven't put a lot of rounds to this thing. It's on a duty pistol. I've taken it I zeroed it in. I've trained with it, like done some dry fire and then did some live fire. I'm just going to say this. It's almost irritating to look through for me. You're coming from this window to this, and just to line it up, you can probably, let's see here. You can just tell it's a bigger window. Let me see here. It's a much bigger window with the RMR HD. Like even size comparison. It's not even comes close. I mean, it's just, I don't know what they were thinking. Like, hey, let's make an RMR Type 2 because it's our famous RMR and make it enclosed, but let's just put a big ass window on it. And if you look really closely, let's see if this will work. No, let me grab another light. If you look really closely in here, I don't know, but I don't know if you could see that, but it's all like the battery compartment's right here, and there's all this empty space in there. It just seems like it slopes down. Like it just, I know it's hard to see on camera. But to be honest, I shouldn't, let me see if this one works. If it works better, probably, huh? Yeah, there you go. But yeah, there's all this extra material in there. They could have just made the glass bigger. I mean, comparing it to the Acros glass size, I think it's actually like a lot. I think the Acro is a lot bigger, to be honest, if I had to compare the two. The other side is definitely a lot bigger. If I had to go back to an enclosed optic right now, I'd be putting the P1 back on. I think this is, anybody who says this is a win, they're probably hardcore Trijicon fans. Every time I look through this thing, it just kind of irritates me that I actually spent money on this thing. And it just, you know, I don't know, maybe I was thinking maybe it would it would make you more focused on everything, but it make you more, you know, on the target or something, but it doesn't. These are different optics I've used in the past. The HoloSun 509 comp, which is kind of my favorite. I just like how big it is and how clear the window is. And it just, to me, there's this like the little weakness right here where if you slam it on something, it can break. I've seen it on videos. The Acro, this right here is probably my favorite duty grade optic. The Trijicon RMR HD. I think it has a lot of potential. The price, not so much. And I'm going to kind of do that's going to be a different video on how I really think of it. But I still would use it for duty use. The RMR 8, the Trijicon RCR is kind of a fail for me. They should have gave $200 back. Now, I am going to try to return it. Burnells is pretty good about returning things. I just want my money back for this thing. I just, if not, it's going on eBay. I just feel that this is not a win. For $700, I mean, I got it for $650, but it's a $700 optic. Why? I mean, it's just, why? It's just, I don't get it. Anyways, that's my review of the RCR, of the Trijicon RCR